Very good afternoon, friends. Today I am going to configure DHCP server in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6.4. So, what is DHCP server? Basically, DHCP server is used to provide IP related information to client computers. IP related information means IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, preferred DNS server, alternate DNS server, domain name, etc. information can be provided with the help of DHCP server. In order to configure DHCP server in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6, we need a static IP address into server machine. So let me check what is the IP address, whether the IP address is static or dynamic assigned into the system. See, so the command will be interface configuration and enter. See, the IP address of this system is 192.168.0.254 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 and the IP address is configured manually. So it's okay for us. What next? To configure this system as a server, we need to install DHCP package. By default, DHCP package is not installed during the installation. So let me check whether the package is installed or not. The command will be yum list DHCP. See, the DHCP package is available, but it is not installed. When any package will be installed, there will be at the rate of symbol before the section name, or you can verify it by another command rpm query DHCP. See, it clearly mentioned package DHCP is not installed. So we need to install the DHCP package first. Yum install DHCP -y, so that it will not prompt for yes whether you want to install or not. It's running transaction test. Once transaction test will be complete, it will install the package. See, the DHCP server works on port number 69. It's taking too much time. Transaction test succeeded. See, the package is installing. And it's verify that the package has been installed. So now we can view by executing command yum list DHCP. See, now the repository section name is fixed with @ of. That means this package is installed in this system. Now you can verify by rpm query command also DHCP. See, the DHCP package is installed. Now what next to do? Next, I want to know where is the configuration file of DHCP, and when we install DHCP package, what are the configuration files has been created automatically. So to view the details, we need to execute a command rpm-ql and package name. See, its configuration file will be stored in etc dhcp, and there is subsequent folder in dhcp etc dhcp dhcpd.conf, which is dhcp configuration file for IP version 4, etc dhcp dhcpd d6.conf, it is configuration file of IP version 6, and there are more. There are daemon and their location. This is for IP version 4, this is for IP version 6, this is for DHCP relay agent. In this video, we are going to configure minimal DHCP server configuration, and the liege information will be stored in var lib dhcpd dhcpd.liege for IP version 4 and /var/lib/dhcpd/dhcpd6.liege for IP version 6. So there is also a sample configuration file, and just a minute. Now we need to open the DHCP. See, there is a sample configuration file user share doc dhcp 4.1.1. this is a DHCP version number, and dhcpd.conf.sample. This is sample configuration file for IP version 4 DHCP, and this one is sample configuration file for IP version 6 DHCP. So it's very easy to copy and paste and configure the DHCP server, but I am going to configure it manually by entering parameters in DHCP configuration file. So we need to open dhcpd.conf file. So let me increase the font size, that will be better for you as well as for me. Yeah, it's vim etc dhcp and dhcpd.conf. See, it's clearly mentioned here DHCP server configuration file c/usr/share/doc/dhcp and DHCP version number and dhcpd.conf.sample. This is a sample. In this location you can find the sample configuration file for DHCP, or you can also view manual page, main page, chapter number 5 of dhcpd.conf. I am going to manual configure. So first we need to declare the subnet information. Subnet, in our case 192.168.0.0 is subnet, and the net mask will be 255.255.255.0. I am opening curly bracket. What this means, whatever we will write over here, this will be apply on this subnet only. And today I am going to configure minimal DHCP server configuration. So what needs to write over here is range 192.168.0.100 to 192.168.0.200. What does this line means? The IP address range which will be provided by DHCP server is 192.168.0.100 up to 192.168.0.200. This means whenever a client requests for IP address, the DHCP server will provide first IP address 192.168.0.100, next will be 192.168.0.101, 102, 103 up to 192.168.0.200. See, the IP address will be provided to the client computer, but what will be the lease duration? So we need to specify the default lease duration over here. Default lease time. You can specify whatever time you want to specify, but I am specifying 10 minutes. That means 600 seconds. And the max lease time I am specifying 4800 seconds. This information is enough for minimal DHCP server configuration. So just I am saving this file, and now we need to check whether there is any error in dhcpd.conf file. So we need to execute command service dhcpd config test. This command will test the configuration file, dhcpd configuration file. If there will be any error, this command will prompt for the error. Sorry, typing mistake. Config test. Yeah. See, the syntax is okay. That means there is no any error in dhcpd.conf file. So we need to start the DHCP service. Service dhcpd start. And I want to enable DHCP service at boot time. So required to chk config dhcpd on. So our DHCP server is configured properly. Now we need to switch to client computer. So let me check if the DHCP server is provided any IP address to the client computer. So whatever IP will be provided to the client computer, it will store in lease file. So let me check lease file. Cat var leave dhcp dhcpd.leases. This is the configuration file. This is the lease information file. Whenever any client will get IP address, the client information will be stored in this file. See, up to this time, DHCP server has not provided any IP address to the client computer. So we need to switch to client computer. So I am going to my client computer, and it is just installed. So we need to reboot the system. See, the system is rebooting, and this will take some time. See, I think the DHCP server will try, the system will try to obtain IP from DHCP server. See, we need to configure some of the basic information. We need to log in as a root user so that we can view the IP address related information, as well as if need we can restart the network manager service. think the network is disconnected, so we need to restart the network service. Let me check whether both the client and server is in the same network or not. I am using VMware, so the network is in VMnet 0. This is our client machine. To distinguish between client and server, I am just changing its background so that this will be more convenient for us. This is our client computer, and now I am switching to our server computer. Let me see the network. See, both the computer are in the same network. So let me see the client has get IP address or not. Up to this time, client has not requested for IP address. So now I am switching to client computer and trying to get IP address from DHCP server. So we need to restart network manager service, network manager, restart. It's not taking IP addresses, I think. Interface configuration Ethernet 0. There might be some connectivity issue. Service network restart. Service DHCPD restart. It's okay. Service DHCPD config test. It's okay. Status, it's running with PID 2928. Why this system is not taking IP address? Let me check. See, the connection established. That means the client has got the IP address from DHCP server. See, the IP address received by this system is 192.168.0.100, and the hardware address of this system is 000C29A8A5A3. We need to verify the information from server side. So I am switching to server machine, and let me check in the lease file. See, the lease IP address is 192.168.0.100, and it starts at this date and will end at this date, and its MAC address is, that means hardware address is 000C29A8A5A3, and the client host name is client.example.com. So our task has been completed successfully. So whenever any client will get IP address, the information will be available in dhcpd.leases. In this video, we have learned how to configure DHCP server, minimal DHCP server. In next video, we will learn how to configure DHCP server with some additional information. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks a lot.